What's going on out there in the void of space tonight? Let's have a little look.
Hello, hello. Let's see who we have out there in the chats of YouTube, Twitch, and Steam. You're a fan of this song, the jamming song? I feel like this is one of those love or hate songs. Like, I feel like a lot of people like it, but some people are like, like, put an 07 if you put this song in your jukebox for your ships. Well, there's already 07s in the chat already, so it's confusing. I see Ancestors, Kidner, Constantine, Jambi, Samuel, Gravity Generator, Green Bean, Icy, Samuel, LT, Jaredon, Frumpkin, ISI, Gravity Generator, Biga, Ian, Jonathan, LT, Blade, Paco Bing, Evo, G-Max, Dante. In Twitch, I see Lord Anubis, Altair, Remax, Spets, Renzo, Jedi Lunchbox, Tenable, Sam, Jack, Hitman, Karmak, Rimax, Evenstar, Blunt, Black Dragon, yep, and more. Great to see some people tonight. I'll always do the complete shout outs at the end. And actually, I see a couple people in Steam as well. Big shout out into the Steam chat to Simogno and Shane Renew TM. I think I got that right. How you guys doing? So today, let me say it right off the bat so there's no debating, there's no teasing or anything. I don't have an update on Warfare today. There's not going to be any teasers today or any previews. So don't want to keep you on the edge of your seats for that. I know everyone's dying to know about it still. I know, it's been some time now since the last update, but I'm going to reiterate what I already said last time, and that really is, let's get there we go. It really is a big update, and to summarize again, new weapons, new types of weapons, combat overhaul, and many, many improvements and bug fixes. So I know that might be frustrating for some to hear, but we really want this to be done when it's done, or ready when it's done when it's ready. Something like this. So I'm just scroll up here. No teaser, unsub. Let's have a look here. Cool. I got your name right the first time. Yaraden. Fantastic. Okay, bye then. Just kidding, gonna stay anyway. That's cool. I hope you stay. I hope that this stream is more than just teasers. So, as always, tonight, we're going to be doing some plenty of Q&A. So, I never have enough time to answer all the questions. So, there's plenty of time today for questions. We're going to do some showcase. And also have some announcements about some stuff going on right at the moment. And happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. I mean, it's an American thing, but still, I know many Americans out there are hopefully today enjoying their turkey. I kind of wish we had it here in Europe. It would be pretty good to have turkey today, actually. And Dr. Jaeger, how you doing in the Steam chat as well? Bug fixes are nice. Good. What is your favorite weapon in the new pack? Well, Z Games, I really like. Yeah, no, I almost had me there, Z Games. Blade, stuff with Starcore. I have been keeping tabs on Starcore, Blade. They're doing a fantastic job over there, and I should shout out Starcore. If you guys are interested in heavily competitive combat warfare in SE right now, with loads of very nice mods, I recommend checking out, go to starcore.tv to take a look at some of the tournaments and stuff that are being done. I was hosting a lot of it earlier this year, and I've been kind of on a break from it, but the community lives on, and there's lots and lots of events happening and progress there. So, yeah, if you haven't heard about that, I'd recommend checking it out. I need to increase the size of YouTube chat here. The chat is a bit too small for me. I can read it, but it's just hard to read clearly. Okay. I sure hope it's more than just teasers. I mean, the update, definitely, is more than just teasers. I've never been more excited for an update. I've been waiting since 2014, says Talos. Oh, I believe you, Talos. This potentially could be, many people's favorite update. Here's a question then, actually. Which is your favorite update of all time in Space Engineers? It could be a major update, it could be the release of SE, it could be a minor, it could be Sparks the Future, who knows? Please add game eat. You mean food, Oki? Comes with every week, Oki. I would love to see food. And in general, it's survival in general. Food, be it that food or NPCs, everything else, I think is one of the areas that we're definitely looking at how we can improve. There's a ton of features for survival, and I say survival, and not everyone plays survival, but actually many features can benefit both, right? Like, it doesn't have to be just good in survival, but Wasteland, Planets, Frostbite was your favorite. Decoration 1 or Sparks? The one with ladders. This one, honestly. Well, the upcoming one, Warfare. Peter Body, how you doing? Welcome. Meridius, legend in the chat there. How you doing, Meridius? Planets was a pretty huge update. Yeah, I remember Planets. Planets was actually my first... I think it was my first live stream. I don't know if anyone remembers that live stream. And I feel like... I feel like I've changed quite a bit. Both in my... I don't know. Just in general. It feels like a long time ago. I think a lot's happened since Planets. But I remember I was super nervous. And I tell you what was... I always never forget about the Planet stream. Is that... I forget exactly... But we had at least 4,000, but I feel like it might have been like 10,000 people. I used to remember it. Or was it 30,000? It was, the number of people watching that live stream was like absolutely ridiculous. It might have, even if it was just 3,000. But back then I was like, oh, this is normal and stuff, right? And now that I've been streaming, myself multiple times a week and doing these streams, I realized that 3,000 people watching a live stream is a lot of people. So it was one of those weird things that I was surprisingly I wasn't that scared about it at the time, because it was like, it wasn't such a, because I didn't really know it. It was like, oh, this is normal. But now if you told me, oh, there's going to be like, 3,000 people watching, that's like a release stream, and that's always super nerve-wracking and anxious for me. But anyway, yeah. How you doing, Maori? Maori, good to see you. My first memories are hiding in a hole on an asteroid that I made, covering for a meteor storm. I love asteroid bases. I still think, in this game, from a visual point of view, or a satisfying point of view, I feel like there ain't nothing like a good old asteroid base. Anyone with me? Because I know we all play on planets. We like to race around with our little rovers, and who knows, we'll just fight out in open space. But there's something very visually and just... immersive, something really, I can't even put the words, but just a good old asteroid base. It's legit. Do you need any mods on the server? Jack, thank you. Yeah, Jack's going to set up a server for us. I don't think so. I can't think of any mods, unless there's any fun ones you want to throw on there. Brian Etta, how you doing? Welcome. So, let me just go through some announcements first for you guys who are here at the start. And then we'll repeat this a couple times throughout. And then we'll do some Q&A. And then we'll jump into Showcase as always. I know that, Q&A is not all the most interesting segment. But I think it's important. I like to think that you guys who are here, you appreciate that segment of the stream. It's a time for, someone from Keen to directly kind of talk to you. So hopefully it's worth it. But I know it's not teasers. It's not a new railgun, for example. Right. So the news for today. The first news is the autumn sale is on. So let me see this here. Yeah, so obviously we have a 30% discount on all our games and all our DLC. So if you missed out on the last week Czech and Slovak Games Week, we have another opportunity this week to get some juicy discounts, and that is happening on Steam right now in the autumn sale. And the second thing kind of connected to that is that the Steam Awards are currently going on. The Steam Awards nominations are happening, and you can actually vote once again for Space Engineers in the Labor of Love category. And this is, let me get the, hold on, the precise description here, but it's something along the lines of, let's see here, something along the lines of, you know, continued development. Let me read the, let's see here, nominate this game for an, I need to log in. Don't know where it's gone. Yeah, so anyway, well, we are going for this Labor of Love category. So if you feel like Space Engineers has been a labor of love, I really we would at Keen would really appreciate if you vote for us in that category. We've done quite well in the Steam Awards before. We've I don't think last year, but in numerous years, we've actually made it into the final. I should have to check that. We made it into the final nominations, like the final 3 or 4 or whatever it is. I think. Did we win it one year? Oh, here we go. Yeah, in 2018. 2018, we won the most fun with a machine category. So yeah, we've won a Steam Award in the past, but we would love to add, you know, another to that. But I think the Labor of Love category is quite a broad category. It's pretty much any game that's older than a year or 2 or something. So it's pretty tough. There's a lot of games out there that have also, you know, being great and have actually developed and got better over the years. So it's a tough competition, but if you choose to throw the vote that way, we would appreciate that. Hey, Blue Drake, how you doing? So apparently, it says that we are in the Star... I saw a couple of comments that are we appearing in the Star Citizen category? It's been a while, Blue Drake. How you doing? But on YouTube, does anyone else see that? Does it say that we are actually streaming Star Citizen? I mean, it shouldn't be. It must be like an automatic YouTube thing. I'm going to double check this here. I definitely didn't type in another game. Star Citizen Minecraft, really? Let me check on YouTube. Actually, that's probably even more very interesting. Oh, there we go. Am I being debated here? It does. It says, yeah, streaming Star Citizen. Well, there you go. Okay, let me see if I can update that a second here. It's gonna upset. Is that gonna upset the music? Very strange. What about Twitch? Are we on? Okay, so Twitch says Space Engineers, but YouTube says Star Citizen. How interesting. Let's edit. Let me go down here. Oh, I see. So basically on YouTube, it's not selected to be any game. It just says gaming. So I think the YouTube algorithm decided that we are streaming Star Citizen. I think that's what happened. Because the game title was actually blank on YouTube. So I can only assume that it was some kind of automated thing. Anyway, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, so a couple things there. We had, yep, on discount right now, and the Labor of Love. Listen to this music. Listen to this SE music competition music right here. This is one of my favorites, I think, actually. Very surprising when we were judging this. So, if you like this music, I'm going to have to link this up again. So, some of you might have missed this. I'll link this in the chat. So, this was... There we go. I've linked it both on YouTube and Twitch there. So this was done by Gordon Savariminthu. And this was one of the winners of our song contest. Dr. Yeager saying, yes, Asteroid Base is the best. I'm glad you agree, Doctor. So, and the song's called Exodus, yeah. It's cool, isn't it, Blue Drake? Yeah, there's a lot of really great tracks. We had like 300 songs submitted in this contest, and these were some of the best. Well, definitely we all voted on it, but there was still many that didn't make it into the final kind of the finalists. It was really, really tough, actually. One of the hardest contests we've ever had. But I'm still happy with the winners, and there's some great variety there. Everything from some lighter stuff, some heavier stuff. We got some kind of dubstep kind of stuff in there somewhere. We've got what else we got in there? Like synth, what's it called? Lo-fi in there as well. So it's a nice mix in that thing. But if you haven't heard it, I definitely recommend you guys taking a listen. It's going to be our soundtrack for the stream here today. So the final kind of announcement that I have, just general announcement, is you have, let me check. It's all about the plush toy. Let me just check this here. I think. Yep. There is just over 24 hours left to get yourself a Space Engineers plush. The campaign on Makeship actually finishes in 1 day and 5 hours and 20 minutes, to be precise. There's been over 1,000 of these sold, and yeah, if you maybe missed this announcement and wanted to get yourself a cuddly Space Engineer, this is your last chance here. But already, actually, we might. We're going to see how. I think we're going to kind of talk about this, but already people want more colors and stuff. So actually, maybe we'll do another one, but like in blue or in a different skin or something. It's all open for now, but yeah, the response to this campaign has been really positive. So hi there. I finally have a Xbox Series X with all the DLCs for Space Engineers. Now that's great, William. I bet you that Space Engineers runs really well on that, actually. Like Series X playing Space Engineers, I've played it. It's a really great experience, actually. It's the quality of the settings is similar to, like, I think it's like medium settings on PC, so it's actually pretty good. I have 10 million plays on Spotify for metal music. I'll straight up work with these guys. That's great, Blue Drake. It'd be really cool to hear if you work with Gordon. I'll keep an eye out if you do some kind of collab there. It's actually, another thing, Gordon also made the elevator music, which I'm going to skip to right now. I'm going to come back to this song here. This is Entropy. If I just skip here, just to show Gordon's diversity here. Gordon also made this winning track, which was the fun bonus track, and I think it was actually one of the most popular winning tracks because it's very useful in Space Engineers to have this while traveling down some deep mine shaft or something. So yeah, because it shows some of the creative diversity from Gordon. That's awesome. We'll go back here. We'll get that in a bit. So that was the kind of 3 announcements: Steam sale, Steam Awards, and kind of last day to get yourself a plush toy. Now we're going to do some bit of a Q&A segment here to address some community questions, and then we're going to jump into some showcase and check out some cool builds that you guys have been doing recently. Hold on, I'm just reading some chat in Steam as well. How you doing, Bath Online? Are you talking about the railgun or the plush? Love the model. Okay. So, if you have any questions for me, please just use the kind of question starter so it will really stand out, and I'll try and pull some questions for let's have a look. Let's do 15 minutes here of Q&A until the next hour, and have a look. What's the next project for Keen? Next project for Keen. That is another big question, and that's the kind of question that I think Marek could answer. That's not going to be done today, I think. I can actually show some of the other teasers we had here. So yeah, just in case you guys missed the teasers, obviously Warfare, the Warfare update is still in the works. It's going to be a huge update, lots of new weapons, new types of weapons, combat mechanics, and there's also going to be stuff for builders. It's not just about war, because some people like building, being more constructive. So obviously this is a large railgun. I'll showcase here also the this is a work in progress of the target locking system. The art is still work in progress, but to give you an idea, there'll be like this lead reticle, and you'll be able to have a much better time knowing where to shoot to fight with people in space there. Well, everywhere actually, but still. So yeah, that's also one of the other teasers we put out there. So let's have a look. So no teasers today. I just want to repeat that. Like, there won't be any more new teasers today. There will be as soon as I can give them, like, for sure. Like, you guys know I love to tease stuff. But today, I don't have anything. Just repeating the same, that the Warfare update, lots of work happening, like really a lot of work. And that it will be ready when we really feel confident about it, and then make sure it's going to be, you know, living up to most people's expectations, I hope, you know. Okay. Anyway, when is the roguelike mode coming? Please, fam. It's another good question, Blue Drake. Yeah, that would be really awesome to see, actually. Let me just see here. Any Zoc leaks? More minerals. I think more minerals kind of comes under survival improvements, and I think a lot of these questions can actually be kind of put under revisiting survival. And I know that the team that we're discussing it, we're looking at how to make survival a more interesting experience, you know, be that with NPCs or something. I know NPCs is like one of the big areas. So I think more minerals and having more resources, that would also kind of come under that. But I can't say like yes or no yet. We're still really focused on Warfare right now. But going into, you know, next year and thinking about plans ahead, you know, survival, NPCs, these are the big areas that we really hear the players talking about very frequently. So, you know, it's something, once that combat's been looked at, we'll have more resources to look into what can be the next big area that we look at and revisit. Let me look into the Twitch chat for some questions. I heard rumors of a large swathe of bug fixes coming in the next release. Any info on that, says Reveal. So yeah, the next update could be one of the records in terms of number of things fixed. There's a huge amount of bug fixes and improvements already kind of done, and you know, there'll be even more by the time release comes around. So yeah, it's like an awful lot. There's really a lot of bug fixes coming. So I know some people don't even want new features. Some people are just looking for, you know, a more stable experience, or maybe some bug they've been dealing with for many years. So yeah, that's that for sure is also a big part of the next update. Let's see. Adam Ryan saying, are you talking about the railgun or the plushie? In which other streams do people ask such questions? No, guided rockets aren't confirmed. Are not confirmed, at least yet. Happy Thanksgiving again. Yes, indeed. I'm looking at... Okay, yeah, so Bath's answering something in Steam. I'm trying to read 3 chats here. Why is the limitation of 800 meters engagement distance the current version of the game? Will this be increased? Yes! So yes, you'll be able to shoot your weapons longer distance. The engagement range for combat, or just weapons, it'll be at least double the distance. And I know Marek actually kind of hinted at, well, kind of mentioned it maybe even 3 times. I don't know for sure yet, right? Because obviously having a railgun is the kind of weapon that you want to have be a longer range, you know, kind of sniping weapon on a ship. Again, can't confirm it yet, but I can confirm that it's going to be increased, you know, at least 2 times. So that's going to change combat quite a fair bit, because quite often as Space Engineers, you'd be looking at a ship, you could see it right in front of you, but you still had to wait to get into that that kind of perfect 800 meters distance to actually start like dealing damage to it. So that's going to be, yes, increased. So rotating around now, let's have a look back into YouTube chat. Let's have a look for questions. I'm up to questions. Will you add support for VPNs for multiplayer? I currently can't play multiplayer with VPN enabled. I hope you see this. You know what? I'm trying to, because of the IP and stuff. I'm just thinking about that. I am not the right person to answer that question, Jaredin. I don't know what. I wasn't aware that was a problem because, you know, I often use a VPN. I don't always have it turned on, you know, whatever, but I often use it and I've never actually experienced that. So I'm not sure if it's all VPNs. Does anyone here play on a multiplayer server using a VPN? Is this like does it not work at all? And here we have another track here. Quite different here. It's quite a short one. Another completely unexpected style when we were judging these songs. Let's have a look. Yeah, VPN cuts out for Samuel. So I think it's probably due to the IP address because it's obviously masked and stuff. So I can believe that being a problem. But as for supporting VPNs, I don't know what that would take and if it's even possible. So maybe we'll ask that when we're doing a stream with a programmer or something on. So. With a VPN, you only need to change it to IP in an area within an accepted area. Okay. Protocol updates. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to jump on the server as well. I had a single player showcase set up, but I think we'll jump on the server instead. Keep that for today when the server's not available. Okay. Will Melee ever be considered an SE? Hold on, which world is it? Is it the empty world, Jack? Stargate Dimension server. I think it's the empty world, probably. I know it's only. Is that right? Let me just check that. Yeah, Stargate. Okay, great. So this is 16-player server. So not so many slots today, but if you want to join the server, you can search for Empty World. Is the world name, and the server is called Stargate server or something. Okay. Yeah, I mean, melee could be good. Like now, if you get into that fight, you're out of ammo. Your only option is to grind people, right? I can't really say about that for now. I think I would like to think melee would come, but again, we kind of did some improvements to single player first person combat, right, with the new weapons. And I think, yes, melee could be good there. But in general, SE, it's still more about what you build rather than your character. Now, I know that might seem, I don't know, like, how to word it, like, well, considering we did the Warfare 1, but we still wanted there to be improvements in that area. But in general, the kind of mindset with SE has always been, it's about, like, what you build rather than your character. Of course, we have some customization there. And actually, I love the skin system. I don't know what this is about. Okay, let's have a look. And actually there, Green Beans, have you considered face customization? Exactly. I mean, everyone having the same face, it for sure would be cooler. Even if there was, 5 different variants, that could be even a big change, right? Especially if you're playing, I'm thinking when you're playing... there's games where there's a set number of characters, but if you're in a small kind of co-op situation, it feels, nicer to have some variety there. So it's a good suggestion. We're not currently working on new character customization, honestly, but again, oh, hello, hold on a second. My cat the cat's attacking. Hold on. Okay, cat attack. Okay, so yeah. Hey, look, I have to say, Krieg, I am a fan of Tau. I know that's gonna make that might lead you to making some assumptions about me, but no, I am a Tau bro. I collected a grand Tau army when I was younger. It's still there. I still have it. Just it's in a cupboard somewhere in England. So yeah. Let's have a look. Another yeah, like Arc Atlas like customization. Like I would like that, right? I would like to have more customization of the character, but would at this current time in Space Engineers development, would I rather have, our artists work on, customization of the character, or actually still new blocks or new weapons, or biosphere, biodome stuff if we did food, for example? I know I would personally still at this time, I would still pick more feature-based blocks than the character. Like maybe still at a later time, once you really have so many features, and let's say like the perfect situation where we have NPCs and all this kind of crazy stuff, then maybe yes, let's look at the player again and like try and make the player customization and the player immersion better. But that's kind of, I think, how the team is. It's not just me, I think in general, like we have limited resources, of course, and the team is non-stop working. Like I know sometimes people are like, is Keen even doing anything, bro? Well, the point is that the team is non-stop working on stuff. There's always it's like not like everyone's on vacation. Like really everyone is working on something. Obviously warfare is the big focus here now. So I'm going to just flick over now to some questions in Steam. I see questions about VR. We have this at least once a week, as well as food. VR, I love VR. I would love to see VR in Space Engineers, but it again comes down to the fact, the resources question right now is that VR is a growing trend, but there's still only, 5% or 10% of gamers or Space Engineers players probably have VR. So it's again, do we use our resources to make features that 5 and 10% of the player base can benefit and use, or do we use that 100%? And I still hope that we do VR at some point. And as we're always improving performance and optimization, by the time we could get around to doing VR, the game will be even a better state in terms of performance and so on. So you have a better time running it. So, and not just me loves VR. Keen loves VR. I say this as well every week. Marek loves VR. Marek loves his Quest 2. He's always on that. So there's a lot of people who love VR. It's just for Space Engineers right now, it's just there's so many more things that we think could benefit the game. So hopefully that answers. It makes you sad. I'm sorry about that. Jaeger. Hopefully we'll have good news for you in the future. All right. Any more questions? Tab once. Yes, I want to have that as well. So currently in the game, if you want to remove the toolbar, you press tab once to get rid of the hints. You press tab again to get rid of everything. I'm still waiting for that personally to be changed myself. If you've been playing, bruh. Oh, hold on, we got this here. Bruh. But, in general, if you've been playing Space Engineers for, more than, I don't know, like 10 hours? I don't know what would be, maybe even less than that. I think having the hints for what to press, maybe even less than that, yeah, you don't need them. So being able to press tab once to hide everything would be glorious. So I'm going to write that down again because I've actually got to bring that up. It should be a small point, but we should definitely see if we can do that ASAP. It shouldn't be a tough change, but it would be super duper. Okay. Press tab once in all caps. Yep. Okay, good. No date for the new DLC yet. Or new update, should I say. And there's another kind of repeat that. You don't have to worry, guys. Like, I know there was even some concerns that the railgun would be locked behind DLC or something. So that won't be the case, of course. Like, it wouldn't have that pay-to-win situation. That would be very bad. So you don't have to worry about, you know, new types of weapons being behind a DLC or something. So PlayStation, also a regular occurring question, and I know it totally makes sense after now that, you know, we've had the Xbox out for a while. And what I can say is that, you know, for sure, we want as many people playing Space Engineers as possible. In fact, let me just leave it at that. Like, yeah, we hear those calls, and it makes sense for us to have as many people as possible playing Space Engineers. So, yeah, that's it. You did see a. I think this is a Stargate world. I actually, if the server was correct there. Oh, the door's locked. I can't get in here. Can we get 3-way and 5-way connectors? Let me think about that. Wait. Well, I guess we have a 3-way pipe now, don't we? That was one of the, I think, kind of comments from the community, was the fact that we need a 3-way. Do we have a 3-way? Wait. Pipes. Wait, no, we don't. That's the whole point. We don't have it. We actually don't have 3-way pipes or 3-way conveyors, and or 5-way. We only have, well, 2, 6, and 4. So okay, you're right. Jump over side door. I don't know what I'm not sure what the thinking was behind this exactly. Naughty, how are you? Naughty, how was your big marathon stream? You know what? I saw you, and I have to admit, I am very sorry I missed that. I know. I forgot what came up. What happened? Yeah, I know. I just remembered about it, that I couldn't be there, but I hope it went well. I've been very pushed for time recently. In between being overtired and sick and busy, it's been I've missed out on a lot of things, unfortunately. Oh, guys, I saw June. Actually, I saw June last weekend. I know last week we did a kind of a June showcase. We were looking at the even though I watched them, I forgot how to pronounce it. The ornithopter, and I watched it, and I watched it 2D, but with Dolby Atmos. And I have to admit, I did enjoy it. I can understand why some people would say it was slow paced, but honestly, it was like an epic. Like, my heart felt very strange when I left the cinema. Like, I had to process it. I'm not sure if you guys have watched much in Dolby Atmos before, but like, the sounds and the music were so loud, it was like vibrating my entire body. And because obviously you had Hans Zimmer there doing the music, it was a really intense watch. I'll say it was actually, like, maybe if I watched it again, I'd kind of see maybe if there was like some flaws in it somehow, but it was tiring to watch. That might seem like a bad thing, right? But it was like, I came out of the cinema and I was exhausted. I don't know how to describe the feeling. That's all I can really say. I'm not sure if anyone else felt like that. I was just like my chest hurt. But anyway, that was enough on that. So I don't know what it was, but I did quite enjoy it. I think I need to watch it again to fully digest all of the story and all the content. But it was very cinematic. It was very dramatic, I'd say. But yeah. Anyway, heart attack confirmed. Yeah. All right. There's a question about flexible power lines. I mean, Gun of Westwall. We don't have currently any kind of rope physics, and I think that just kind of comes into the fact that I mean, flexible power lines. It'd be the same as it'd be kind of cool having flexible cables and winches and stuff like this. So, Zve asks, are you a developer? Now, I would be lying if I said yes, exactly. So I work at Keen Software House. I've been working on the project here for 6 years, but I am not a technical person. I am the there's many names for me, but the official title is community manager and media producer is my official. But there's one of a couple community managers actually, and I think Kianata is the main manager, you might say. He's doing a lot more managing on the day-to-day basis. But I guess my pride and joy is the trailers. So if you've seen, like, I think probably 98% of the videos produced on the Space Engineers channel has been my work. Some of the, like the Warfare one and the last two actually, the heavy industry and the Warfare 1 update were not done by me. But most in the past. So I hope that answers your question. So I'm not super technical. I apologize if I can't answer some of the programming heavy questions. I wouldn't say he's my boss, SE Modder. We just have different roles. What's the name of the server? This server's called Empty World, actually. It's not so empty anymore. All right, what time is it right now? Oh, I'm actually 6 minutes over time, but it's okay. We're kind of doing showcase and answering questions here, so the lovely YouTube face. I've also heard myself being referred to as the janitor, the mascot, the clown. Yeah, all of these things may or may not apply. Intern, yeah, lol joke, yeah. Let's see. What other games are you planning to reveal to us? Oh, Atlas. Atlas coming in with a big question. So, I mean, as for, games beyond SE1, that is well above my, my jurisdiction, but well above my, what I can answer. I mean, definitely. I will say this, though. I can say this. Like, obviously, Keen Software House has some big ambitions. I think you can, look at our, I feel like career pages of game developers can often be a good hint at that. I can't say if ours is right now, but in general, I think. But yeah, we've got some big plans. We've got some big plans for the future. But a lot of work ahead. Still, lots and lots of things being worked on and plans for SE1 here. So. Oh, the first version, first thing. I mean, I'm just playing here, Everyone's always asking SE2 when, so I think I'm just going along there. Do you guys have plans for Rails in SE by chance? Well, here's a question, actually. Here's a good question for you guys. A question for you, yeah. Like, also, in your dream world, your perfect thing, would you actually want to see, like, a new Space Engineers from Keen Software House? Or would you actually like to see a different game or a different type of game? Or maybe something, I don't know, like somehow multiple, I don't know how to word it. Yeah, I'm kind of lost. But like what is your like perfect thing? Like, are you like hoping and waiting for like another, maybe it wouldn't even be called Space Engineers or something, but similar theme. Do you want basically an SE2, or would you want something different from Keen Software House? Maybe. I'm curious. There's many, especially if we go on the engineers, right? Obviously, Space Engineers, Medieval Engineers. There's many other potential engineering periods, right? I'm just curious. Primal engineers, there you go. Give me some engineer names. Passenger engineers. Adrian says we would ignore something different and we would keep playing SE. There you go. Modern engineers, Victorian, nautical, steampunk, industrial, fantasy engineers, Russian engineers. There actually was, I don't know if you guys saw that. There was a game at some point, I think it was, I don't know if, I don't think it's still there anymore. There was some game that appeared on Steam called Soviet Space Engineers. But I don't think it went anywhere, honestly. I don't know, I can't remember. But yeah. Oceanic engineers, Rube Goldberg engineers. Oh, I almost read that one out, Reveal. I mean, let me again tell you guys, vodka engine. Damn. Let me again tell you my dream for another space engineers, or I guess just space engineers universe in general. Some of you guys have heard this and are going to be like, oh God, this guy again with his stupid fantasies or whatever. But no, really, this is it. I want to share it with you guys again. This is my dream, right? I wake up in this mysterious room with lots of complicated instruments. I walk out. I'm not wearing any shoes. I don't know why. I'm getting out I'm in a game. I'm playing a game, right? Not just in real life. I'm going over to some machine, getting myself a cup of brew, in the morning, sat down, making myself some scrambled egg in the food generator, and then you kind of getting dressed into my very airtight suit, walking out into this pool, what seems like a pool on a ship, in a pool. I'm jumping into the ship. The craft submerges in this pool. I now come out of what turned out to be a moon. I forgot the name of it now. Moon pool, I think it's called. Moon pool. And then in this dark and eerie underwater world with teeming with life and strange things. And then I kind of raise the surface. The light is increasing. And then as I approach the surface, I start changing some instruments on the panel, start engaging some things, some systems. Stuff starts folding out and some kind of crazy mechanical stuff starts happening. I reach the surface, I engage thrusters, I start gliding along the surface of the water and then take off, flying through the clouds, and then boom, into space. Make it out into space, engage the hyperdrive, some crazy cool effect, and I'm traveling through this kind of worm. Well, I'm losing it here. I'm kind of improvising here, but yeah, you get the idea. I don't know if I'm getting carried away there. So that would be like the experience, right? Like for me, I love the idea of water. And I'm watching myself here on the playlist here. But yeah, like I think like underwater worlds, and basically I love Subnautica. Subnautica is a fantastic game. If you haven't played Subnautica, you must play it. It's super awesome. So I'm pretty much like imagining like a Subnautica-like underwater world, and having like all these moon pools and stuff, and then also being able to like go to space and basically do everything. And yeah, so I was describing Subnautica to start with. Yeah, I know. I think it was just, but then I didn't flesh out space as well, and then I'd like come out of hyperspace and I would go down to this planet, and the whole planet would be a city. Think like like pretty much Coruscant. A Coruscant-like world, which is populated with millions of people and teeming with people, So that would be kind of, I kind of fleshed out the start, the kind of Subnautica part of it, underwater part. But in general, like it would just be like this epic ultimate thing, So how you doing, Jasper? Welcome. It wasn't like that, Gokka. Came on automatically. In fact, I find it's pretty hard to watch back stream. It's always like, even this one, I'll probably, if I ever need to, and adding some things into it, whatever, I'd probably cringe. So it's probably better that way. I'm an ambassador for the Supreme Chancellor. I'm taking these people to Coruscant. I got carried away there. So any more questions in general, guys, about SC here? If you asked one a couple, 10 minutes ago, please ask it again. Sander's in the chat. How you doing, Sander? What did you think of my dream there that I just described? Yeah. Oh, actually, let me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put on a video for you guys to watch, because this is a pretty good job of one of my dreams here. Let me get this up. Yeah, Stargates. I mean, I think I've played this on stream before, but we're going to play it again here. This is a video. It's called Imagining Space Engineers 2. And it was actually made by someone who now works for us, Smoky. Smoky makes, he worked on the Sparks of Future Station. He worked on the Heavy Industry. Lots of his builds in the trailers. So he actually, this was before he joined it, and he was always, before he joined Keen, he was always winning competitions and screenshot competitions for his fantastic creations. So it's great to have him on board. But check out this video here of, let me just check this is the right one. Yeah, this is the Imagining Space Engineers 2. Is that all right? Yeah, that's good. So we've got classic SC here. Gas giants in there. Very populated kind of outpost here. Lots of people. I assume it could be NPCs as well there, you know. Caves. This is such a good shot. Look at this. The spider's chasing, the doors are closing. It's so great. So much happening. Here it is. Yeah. Little volcanic, spouts there. You got like this, skeleton of some creature. The red ship there as well crashed. Forgot about that. There you go. Imagining Space Engineers 2 by Smoky. So that was a pretty cool video, but that kind of goes, I think, with, what I was saying a little bit about. Yeah, so I got carried away here. How do we get onto this topic? Oh, that was loud. Can we get a better painting skin system? For example, having and turning some existing skins into overlay skins like dust, mossy, rusty. Also combine the two neon skins into one skin. Add another color picker. We can select a red surface with blue lights. Or the. Okay, let me think about. Let me just break that down again. It's another area that I think players. It's not as big, I think, but being able to paint like the surface of a block would also be something interesting. I think. Wow, this is a cool. Look at the speeder. This is nice. I think having it's another area which could see some pretty big, and decals, right? Yeah, like decals, painting block faces, for example. So you ask, can we? It's a good question. It's obviously, that's not something we're working on at the moment, but it's a really cool idea, and we've seen just how much skins can add to the game, right? Skins can create so much diversity, and they can give purpose to blocks, purposes that they wouldn't have had, or maybe wouldn't have looked like they had with the default skin. So for sure, like, I think every addition or every addition to the skinning system, I think, can add so much potential to the visuals, especially, right? Okay. Any support for the Xbox Elite controller for the Series X and S? I hope I can get Q and E tilting for jet. Oh, that would be good. I know what you mean, Jaredon. With the paddles on the back of the controller here. Let's see. You know what? I don't know why you don't have support for this for the Elite controller. Honestly, it's a good question. I feel like I have answered that before, but I've forgotten the answer, so I'm going to actually write that down here to see if it's something. Xbox Elite controller. How many? Put an 07 in the chat if you have Xbox and you have an Xbox Elite controller. I'm curious here. Will Warfare 2 release this year? I can't say. I know people are looking for the answer for when Warfare 2 is coming, but I can't give that answer yet. I hope we can update you guys soon on when you can roughly expect that, but we want to be certain. We don't want to even say we don't want to announce a release date for us to need to go back on it, because we still want to polish some stuff. And so look at this, Never Portal, very nice. So yeah, I think that's the kind of answer there. Like, I know that's not the best answer, but it's still kind of a repeat of the same, that we want to really be sure about things. So not that many. I see like 3 people have the Elite controller. I'm going to ask about it. All right. I don't know, Jaron. Would King consider adding something like the RDAV fleet command script in-game? In-game. So I think this can also be kind of grouped together with the question. Hold on. This can be grouped together under the question. Like, can we add some of the popular scripts to the game? That could be the floor plan script. That could be the inventory management scripts. So, as I always say, I would like to see this purely from the fact that if we could see scripts on Xbox, right? They wouldn't be able to script, but they could have predefined scripts that we approved, so they would be like officially checked or whatever. So Microsoft would be okay with it. But also in general, yes, like just to kind of promote script usage. Yeah, I would like to see something like the RDAV fleet script, or among others, some of the really cool ones that are also popular, somehow added to like an approved list. That would be good. Yeah, Zway, yeah, quality of life improvements, folderizing or blueprint folders, as well as folders in the control panel, and GPS folders would also be. This is also like a UI improvement changes that has been asked for so many times, and yeah, I can definitely get behind GPS, blueprint, control panel folders for sure. It's not something being worked on right now, but this is like the UI in general is still an area of the game that we discuss at Keen. So yeah, hopefully in the future we can revisit it and look at some of these requests. Yep, we stream on Twitch. Okay, I think I covered some of the questions that were already asked in the Steam chat as well. I got you there, Darkstar Deny with the skin system. Which we are streaming right now on Twitch, YouTube, and Steam. You said, do I? I mean, I'm rocking this Twitch shirt. So yeah, I also stream on Twitch. The moment, not so often. I've been really busy and also, yeah, as I said, ill and tired. But I used to be streaming like 5 times a week on Twitch. So you can find me under Xocliw. So if you want, and you also, if you ever come to my own streams, you're also welcome to ask any questions. I'm always helping and pointing people in the right direction. You know, either on my own kind of personal channels as well. So Sussy Rocket. Ability to copy and paste your G menu. Hold on a minute. Copy and paste your G menu? What do you mean by that? You mean down here? The toolbar menu. Oh, toolbar saving, you mean? Yeah. Having pre-configured toolbar like structures that you could just load up and like depending on what you're building and stuff. Yeah, toolbar saving would be nice. I don't know. Yeah, presets. Yeah, toolbar presets. I don't know how much work that would require. Obviously, toolbars will save when you like save a game, but obviously you're talking about having a preset that you can visit any save, any multiplayer server, and be able to load up those presets like automatically, right? That would be. Go, go, go! Yeah, exactly, Sasa. You know what's up. You know what's up. Deceiving, we need the terrain generation could do caves or even better. Let us have more customization over terrain such as min-max terrain heights, caves, ores, and maybe how often the frozen lakes show up. So this is about like world generation, right? Yeah. Planets, I think, you know, I think planets could have some richer features. Obviously caves and stuff like this, but I feel like this is all speculation because again, I know you think, well, you work for the company, don't you? Well, I know that is true, but I know some of the loose plans and some of the things we discussed, but the main thing is that the team is super focused on warfare right now, and what comes after warfare, we have ideas, we have some plans, but actually we won't know for sure until we know a little later on, I think, until we are doing some things in parallel, but it's sometimes about like what does the community, what's going to be best to come after this or something like this, right? But the point I'm getting to with the terrain generation is I feel like terrain generation and planets, those kind of improvements could come perfectly with a general look or revamp of survival, I think. You know, because if there's certain things that changes made that you may need new planetary features for that, you know, so I think definitely I would like to see planets with some cool features. So I feel that could be paired nicely with looking at revisiting survival. Hold on a minute here. What's this? Okay, interesting. The server's public, actually. It's a public server. It's called Stargate Dimensions server, and it's also a... Well, look at this chameleon here. This is cool. And it's called Empty World. Or not so Empty World right now. Is it chameleon? Gecko. Leopard gecko. So my work in progress touchscreens. Adrian, is that connected to the paint mod we looked at last week, like the paint.net mod? How do you explain SE to new players, right? Let's say you join this stream and you see this. Comet is asking, how is the learning curve on this game? Me and my brother are thinking about playing it. Comet, I will be honest with you, it can be quite tough, the learning curve. My main recommendation is when you get into the game, check if you want to do survival, do the learn and survive scenario, watch the basic tutorial videos, and also look on YouTube for some of our fantastic creators have done great tutorials as well. Splitsy has done some great ones. They're I think often the go-to community ones. There are lots of others though. And my main other recommendation is just to like just keep pushing, make it through the first kind of 4 hours. It can be overwhelming when you first load up the game to know what to do and where to go and how to do things, but most of the time, if you can get past those beginning hours, you'll be hooked. Honestly, I think, like, can anyone else? I need the community to back me up here. I don't want to be saying stuff. 07 in the chat, if you agree with me, or maybe it was your case. If you can get past the initial hours, I don't know if it's 2 hours, 4 hours, 5 or even 8 hours, but once you get past that, you're just hooked. That's it. Your life disappears. Your free time disappears. You're just playing Space Engineers then. I know it was for me when I first started the game. Yeah, look at that. That is a lot of 07s in the chat there. Wow. I'm pleased I got that analysis right. Because I know plenty of people, well, I don't know plenty of people, but I know some of my own friends who have recommended Space Engineers too. And maybe Space Engineers wasn't their kind of game, and that is also maybe part of the problem. But still, they played it for a bit, crashed some ships and stuff, but they still were confused. And this was some years ago. This was like, 3 or 4 years ago now. But still, I remember they were like, oh, it seems pretty cool and stuff, but like, oh, I'm so lost and so on, I'm confused. But at the same time, I had other friends who got into it, and they also had the same case, but they kept pushing on, they kept learning, they kept looking at, trying out new stuff, like looking in the forums that would have been back then. And, they got past that initial kind of steep learning curve, and then we're just like, boom, they're hooked. And the Discord, that's the perfect time to plug the Discord. If you guys are new to the game, or maybe you're not new, but you're returning and you want help, please do join the official Keen Software House Discord. There's tons of experienced players, modders, scripters in there, and they can really help you to kind of get over those initial learning troubles. So I'm going to link the Discord in the chat now. There's the Discord in the Twitch. There's the Discord in the YouTube. And finally, there's a Discord in the Discord in the Steam as well. If you guys are interested in getting some, just not even help, but if you want to connect with other players and maybe make a team, maybe find out about some cool things, you want to get into modding. These days, it's changed. It didn't used to be this case, but these days, the Discord is the place to start. Link the Discord in the Discord. Hold on, I was asking about, I wanted to ask, what was it? I was asked about the Touch API. Hold on. Touch API, where was the answer to that? Something like that painting mod, but it works with a cockpit directly from the engineer's camera to any position on any screen. But have I seen that though, Adrian? I'm not sure. But definitely I'm not sure if I have seen your specific one, but that sounds great. Like, just last week, we were talking about what about an LCD update? Now, that might not sound that interesting, but just last week, we were talking about the potential with LCDs and scripting, and be that cameras on LCDs or be that painting and applications stuff, like mini games on LCDs, which is already happening in the community. But having something like that official, which can be maybe optimized at a deeper level, that would be crazy, right? I know I wonder how many of our team members are watching tonight. I wonder what they're thinking about all this stuff. I know Sander was there. If you guys know Sander, Sander is a producer actually on SE1. Yeah. I don't know if he's still there lurking. Everyone keeps... It's funny, yeah. Get in you there, Thorzen. Okay. Watching Twitch streams and YouTube videos through... Yeah, it's been done. It's actually been happening. I've seen it in Space Engineers, Spoonie. People have watched like basically browsers in Space Engineers. Could slide bars be replaced with boxes in which you could type your own values instead of trying to slide the bar accurately with your mouse because it gets annoying? You can do SCP. I've actually forgotten now. I can't think without doing it. Is it shift right click? I need to do it to remember. Like it's like my muscle memory, but not in my head memory, brain memory. You can already open up. Yeah, control left click. Yeah, control left click to do that. So if you I need to access something here to show it. Hold on. Come to this door here. Press. Oh, I can't. Okay. What's I doing again? Oh, yeah. So let me come down to something. Here we go. Well, this, yeah. So I come down to any slider and do control click. It opens up this value box and I can type in like, you know, a certain amount or something. And so maybe you knew this. I'm just curious. Okay, so apparently not. Apparently SCP didn't know that. So there we go. Helping new peeps today. But do you guys think that this implementation's okay to have it like this? Control click. Is it like fine like this? Or would you prefer it if it was laid out a little differently, where you had like the slider here, right? And it ended here. And then at this point, you'd have a box. So you just click on the box and type it in rather than like control click. It's a small detail, I think. And I think SE veterans obviously just like, yeah, whatever, control click, I've got it. I'm just curious from like a layout point of view if it would be much of a difference to have the box to the right hand side. I guess it would be different because you'd have this value here, 41.3. You'd have that to the side, right? Wouldn't you? It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't change it. It works. Don't change it. Yeah. Change equals bad. Wow. Look at that. There's some really interesting stuff getting put in here today. As always. You prefer the control click, don't you? Okay. Okay. It's kind of satisfying to control click. Okay. All right. Okay. That's good to know. Easier that way. I'm okay with it. Okay. Good. Good. We have a transparency slider for Windows. Oh, well, you can copy. I think you can copy and paste now, I think, if you click on the box. So, yeah. It works. Just put a note below the slide bar on how to enter exact values for newbies. Yeah, like have like a contextual hint, right? If you hover over it, it will say, yeah, control LMB to enter the exact value. Shabazz is saying it's not fine. You need an outside person to come in and revise the UI. I think, yeah, the UI hasn't changed that much. And I know in general, this terminal screen, this control panel, I know that there's been plenty of requests for this to be updated or modernized or whatever you want to call it. It would be a massive undertaking because of how like rooted it is in the game's core, right? To rework the UI, there'll be so many things to take into account, but I don't think we've ruled that out. I don't think we've ruled that out at some point in the future, you know? Okay, guys. So, that's a cool effect there. Look at that. It's just the shadow of the tree, but it looked like some like video projection on the side of that building here. You got a Brofist and an Avengers logo there. How you doing, J Gamer? How you doing? Yeah, that Spaceport is an OG. Remembers the old UI with text instead of graphics. Ah, yes. Please tell me VR. So yeah, Daryl, just a quick VR. We love it at Keen. Not currently being worked on, but we hope. Well, I hope especially that it's going to happen at some point in the future. Okay, guys. So I think we're going to wrap it up here for today. It's come to that time, but I'd like to thank everyone for coming, and I hope I got some good questions answered. I didn't get them all answered, never do, but we will be here next week again to answer more of your questions, and maybe by then you have found some answers to some, or maybe have new questions. So I hope you guys got something out of today, and thank you to everyone who showcased their builds here in the background. It as always provided a fantastic background and a showcase of the potential of Space Engineers, so thank you for that. And to Jack for throwing this server up real quick last minute, so thank you, Jack. Shields. 3 questions for Shields. Okay, all right. Shields. So I said it, but I'm thinking actually, how am I going to answer this one? It's another kind of big feature that I think gets asked about a lot. It's not 100% thing for the community though. It's not like a kind of feature that everyone likes the idea of. So it's one of those things that if it was done, we'd have to think about it very carefully, because a lot of people don't like shields for whatever reason. Like, I'm also, like, I would want them in a way where it could be optional or somehow there. At the same time, I also like focusing on armor. I kind of like the Battlestar Galactica style world. No shields, just like raw armor and just like, you know, that kind of style of warfare and stuff. So, it's definitely something that we also hear a lot, and yeah, I can't really say much more actually. I can't say much more on it. It's tough. I picked a tough one at the end. You'd be surprised, Phantom. I've done multiple polls on shields, and it's not like I think its majority would want shields, but I think it's like maybe like 70-30. 70-30 would want shields, or 60-40. It's not like a convinced thing, you know. Marek's here! Just in time. Just in time for me to wrap this up here, Marek. But it's been I'm not sure how long if you've just arrived, Marek, but it's been another interesting stream, even for me. I mean, at least I can't speak for everyone else, but I've had another good time, and we've been you know, talking a lot about answering lots of questions, and also speculating on the future of Space Engineers. You know, we need to do another Marek stream soon. I know these streams happen frequently, and I know Marek, we normally get them on a, you know, on a bigger stream, but I think we need a Marek stream, because Marek is better at answering the bigger questions that some of you guys have, you know, or he's allowed to. Okay, great. I just got this. Marek is watching. Yeah, no. So people asking for teasers. No teasers today. I didn't trick you guys. I said at the very start of the stream, no teasers today. But I know I'll probably do that in general. If there's gonna be a teaser in one of these streams, or like a planned teaser, I can't say. Maybe there'll be some sneaky teaser or something like that. But if there's gonna be a planned teaser, I'll put it in the title of the stream. You know. So Devs Lost in Space, you know, showcase, Q&A, and teaser or something like that. So you'll know that there'll be a teaser, something like this. I'll prepare you for a teaser. So there you go. Yeah, this world is becoming chaos quite quickly now. I've no idea what's happening. I'm trying at this rate trying to avoid. There's someone breaking the speed limit in Space Engineers there. This is a really nice rover. Look at this. This is like, I really like this style of rover. This is, oh, okay. I like this style of rover. Yeah, this is, we've got some, I think some very energetic players joining us here now. It's quickly becoming quite chaotic. Okay. Maybe we'll push on a couple more questions here. Try and do another... Yeah, we'll do some more questions. I wish there was some way to see a list of these builds. I know. I wish I could... You know, it'd be cool if there was some integration with live streams where you could, like, look at this ship and it would know what I'm looking at and it would somehow be able to display the blueprint below the stream or something like this. But I can often link up the creations if we're doing a specific thing. Like if you look at some of these past streams, if we're looking at like the painting showcase, for example, I think I linked that in the chat and other things. But when there's like 50 different builds, it becomes quite difficult to link them all, you know. So I tried to only link the ones. Oh, it's an IKEA. I just realized. Let's go to IKEA then have a look. Just noticed that. Okay. This is the bit where you kind of pick up the parts, you know, pick up the boxes or something, right? Okay, they got meatballs here. Can we get a browser for server-side plugins in Vanilla DS? Massive opportunity going to waste from Bishbash. Bishbash, so you're talking about like an in-game browser. You know, like now when you look for blueprints, you can kind of browse through them in-game. So you're talking about like a browser... Oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm just reading that. My bad. Sorry. You're talking about server-side plugins of Vanilla DS. Sorry, I was thinking of client-side. So, so in the visual scripting... Oh, I can't speak here. Yeah. Dedicated server tool, right? In the dedicated server tool, you want to have a browser built into that rather than finding it on the Steam Workshop or elsewhere and then like copying it and, you know, or finding it online on some, you know, or Discord or wherever and then just adding it. Some way to find them. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That could really see a big uptick in using server-side plugins, and there's so many great ones out there. Like, yeah, absolute game changers of a plugins out there. Avoid paying thousands in rent by compressing your entire office into a tiny apartment. So they got this IKEA kind of, they have this like IKEA showcase area here, right? I'll tell you what, as we've got so much... Let's get all 16 players in the same space here, because... Let's see. If everyone on the server comes to IKEA here, let's see if we can group everyone up. Devs lost in IKEA. I like it. I like the spin-off there, LT. Okay, everyone's coming up. All right, I'll wait upstairs then. We'll wait in the meeting room. Let's get all the players here. I will stand here. Okay. Yeah, so currently you have to manually install the DLLs, which is, I mean, for most technical people, it's totally fine. But it would make, yeah, to people who aren't so into that, that could be a big deal, Bishbash. I like that suggestion. It's really good. Any way to get more realistic lighting? There are some lighting mods out there, actually, Murray. I know I'm straight to the mods, but if you want to experience that right now, there are some mods that add this. I think it's called the Reshade mod, and it does add some like I think it's it adds like screen space reflections and stuff. I always thought it was actually ray tracing, but it wasn't ray tracing. It's something that kind of gives some kind of ray tracing effect sometimes. But Marek actually answered this question on the anniversary live stream, and that's basically the fact that, you know, having improvements to the visuals, and obviously we care about visuals a lot. And actually, I'm trying to remember his answer. I think he mentioned that we were looking into some Like we were always experimenting with new ways to improve the visuals and stuff. So by default right now, there's no way to change the vanilla game. You can look for some mods out there, but we're also, yeah, always wanting the game to look the best it can be with the resources that we have. So I don't think there's no answer there. So definitely stay tuned, I think, because the difference that lighting can make to the game, like I already know this from seeing screenshots and these mods. You could say, oh, well, let's improve the models. Let's improve the textures. Well, yes, that's always a good thing, right? Having higher resolution textures and more detailed models. But I am of that opinion that the easiest way, at least to a non-technical person, the easiest way to improve the SE, visuals of SE would be to improve the lighting. Like lighting can make, I mean, I think some of these, you see it in Minecraft as well, right? Lighting can be the biggest impact, even just using the existing models that we have now, right? So, I'm seeing some questions in the Steam chat here that I missed. Just wondering if any hinge improvements are on the way. I keep running into a minor bug when they are at negative angles, says Raider. I would report that, Raider. I think that's probably when the hinge kind of clips into the model a bit, right? It's supposed to be only, I don't know, is it one? Yeah, I think it's only 180 or, yeah, it's like 180 degrees. But I'm trying to remember now if the hinge can actually go back slightly, right? I don't know, but if you think it's a bug, Raider, please search the support site. And if you can't find it there, please make a new bug report. That's the best way to get these things tracked. Hey, Frankie, no teasers yet. Today, even. IKEA's being destroyed. There is chaos in IKEA here. Look at this. You got look like a little IKEA. Is that an IKEA or a police? Oh, it's full of warheads. Oh god. Terrifying. Look, I think we have damage turned off, I guess, but that is a delivery. That is a chaotic delivery there. Goodness me. Spaceballs. This summarizes public service. I'm out. I'm out of here. Okay. Oh, actually, the entrance has been. I think we're trapped in it. Is it? Oh no, it's a rotating door. Hey, look at that. That's cool. Don't mind the spinning, the sliding, but actually, this is kind of crazy. I'm actually. Is it increasing in speed? Hold on. Probably the no, it's not. That's pretty legit. Okay. What a, you know, we do these showcases every week nearly, and I will admit this has been one of the more chaotic ones. I'll tell you what I'll do. We're going to wrap the stream up now for sure. Let me turn on damage to really let this party. All right, okay. Shooting on, drilling on. All right, go to town to wrap this party up here today. Yeah, didn't take long. I'm dead. The first thing. Okay, I'll leave this in the background while I'm kind of doing the outro. So who do we have in the chat tonight? Let's do some shout outs in the chat. And just another the 3 announcements is Space Engineers is currently on sale. It's 30% off as well as all the DLC in the autumn sale. So please check that out. Also, we are up for a nomination for the Steam Awards. So please consider voting for us in the Labor of Love category on Steam. Every vote counts. We really appreciate the support there. We would love to add another award to Space Engineers collection. We've won a Steam award before, so it'd be awesome to win another. And finally, this is your final chance to get the limited edition Space Engineers plush here. We may do more in the future. We may do different colors. Who knows? But this one is ending in just over 24 hours now. So if you want to get yourself a Space Engineers plush, there's the link there. And how to vote Sasa King, if you just go to Steam, it'll be right on Steam in like or if you basically visit Space Engineers on the store page. If you go to the Space Engineers store page, you'll see this voting nomination stuff. So, all right, thanks for the server fun, guys. There is chaos now. So on that note, I'm gonna put up this instead. Oh no, that didn't work. Okay, I want to put this and then I want to put that there. There we go. So, as the shout-outs, did the wrong order here. Let's have a look. Who do we have in the chat today? In YouTube, I see Green Bean, Flaming Soul, Juggernaut, Thorzen, Vernon Blade. A Russian name I can't pronounce. I'll just say Privyet to you. Maybe it might not be Russian actually. It might be, and it is in Cyrillic, but I'm not sure it's Russian. It could be something else. Kidna, Jim Fingers, Tarek, Demergio, User, Tarek, Johnny, Spets, Roland. Hold on. I got Roland, JKW, K10, Kidna, Toolman, Arm, Blade, Green Bean, TSE, MN, Star of Fire, Toolman, Good Gog, J Machi, Camelex, User, Johnny, Free Roam. In Steam, I see Bath, I see Raider, I see Sin. There was also Komatazane in Steam. I see Kuba, Akda, Saspoony, Mando, Powell, Dante, 68, 78, Zero Cool, Johnny, Prime, K10, HK, Mando, Phantom, Lieps, I Am Me, TSC, Hellbent. All right, and then the Twitch I see. Sasa King, Vedaka, SC Modder, Rotul, Commander Shepherd, Ananance, Space Builder, Dan, Toy, Alex, Jasper, Bishbash, Nyekno, Silent Moments, LJG, Rimax, Old Grumpy's Way, Tenable, Old Grumpy, Torch, Totem, Rimax, Bibby. A lot of people today. Scientific Zap, Sir Spoony, Jakaria, Copithar, Baldenix, keeps on coming here. Butchering Game, Uncle J, Velta, Prime, Ukraine, super. Okay, guys. Killed Rod as well. There we go. Wargiver, Ribber, Old Grumpy, Rogue Wraith, Marthan, Stormer, Sander's there. Great. Glowab. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a good one today, and I will see you all next Thursday for another Devs Lost in Space. I think Thursdays. I think Thursday should be good next week. And looking forward to doing some more Q&A, and maybe next week I'll see if we can get a guest on. Be that a modder guest, be that a dev guest. I'll see if I can arrange something for next week. Awesome. Have a good night, guys. If in doubt, jump drive out. I'm gone.